Hey guys, it's Lolo of HPS here. I'm here to make a update video on my current YouTube status. I'm sure you guys are aware that I haven't exactly been uploading my videos as often as I used to. 3 months after all, since my last one. So I'm sure you guys are wondering why I haven't exactly been uploading as much as I used to. It's not exactly a complicated reason really. I don't really have an excuse for that either. For the most part, I don't actually enjoy making animations anymore. I mean, back in 2013, back when I started making, the early Quarter Personality, FYI I'm a robot, it used to be, a hobby. Something that I just do because, why not? It's fun. And to be clear on something, this was before I started TF2. It's just something that I just decided to do. It was fun back then because I was beginning to get into the more serious animation. I used to study in animation back in school. I decided to just do SFM, have a bit of fun. Quarter Personality is the results, and eventually I came up with What Lie, as you guys probably know, which was recently finished earlier this year. And well, ever since then I sort of lost interest. I think some of you guys may have known already, but I'll just remind everyone, I'm animator second, I'm storyteller first. I've always been a storyteller. I love telling stories to friends, to families, and to you guys through my videos. But unfortunately, since animation it takes work, it takes time, and it really tests my patience of sorts. It takes a lot of time to work on just one animation, and my interest can only stick for so long, on a particular series. And not to mention the limits. I think you guys know that I don't use voice actors. I use a lot of the in-game dialogue. I manipulate it, cut it, shorten it, lengthen it, whatever. I extract the sound files from other games as well, like Last of Us, Counter-Strike, put it into the series and try to make it weave together somehow. It's just too much work. In the end, it sort of limits my full creative potential, and in the end it doesn't feel, it's not fun anymore, it feels more like work, And yeah, so after a while I just think that it's just not worth it anymore, especially now that my interest in TF2 has also died out. I mean, it should be obvious, look at what I'm wearing. Anyway, I've made this video to let you guys know on the future of my channel. But to be clear on this, my channel is not dying, at least not anytime soon. For starters, I might actually move on to new content entirely. I will not probably be sticking to animations forever. I might move on to gaming videos, and for those who are wondering, gaming videos with my face on the corner, just like the typical Let's Plays. I'd probably play games that I'm actually interested in or have caught my attention. For example, I'll probably play a bit of Hitman, because in the next few weeks there will be a big update that adds new maps. The new maps comes with it new challenges, new missions, new weapons, new disguises. I figured, hey, why not? I want to have a little bit of fun with that. If not Hitman, then the other games will include maybe StarCraft 2, possibly Battlefront 2, the upcoming one. Basically any games that is available on the PC that my computer can handle, that I can play. I hope you guys are okay with that. But to make one thing clear, I am not stopping animations entirely. I am still making new animations, but it's just that I will probably not be making them as often as I used to. It will probably be short comedy skits. It will not be storytelling anymore. And if it is, it will probably be really short. I'm just limiting the amount of time I spend on SFM right now. But don't be sad if you think that I'm going to completely stop storytelling in any sort. You'll never know. My interest might come back in the future. But other than making gaming videos and making a few sporadic animations here and there, I might actually make more of these, vlogs, video blogs or whatever. As in, I'll speak to you guys directly through this camera. I will try to minimize the amount of times I use text to actually communicate with you guys. This is, to facilitate easier communications, and to actually make it so that it's easier for me to actually bring my point across without, wasting time. So future videos like this will be stuff like updates, behind the scenes stuff, Q&A, or if you guys prefer, I can just talk about, you know, Cult of Personality, about What Lie, the behind the scenes, and the status of both series as a whole. Okay, you know what? The next video blog that I'm actually making, I will actually talk about Cult of Personality and What Lie a bit more in depth, more of a behind the scenes. And I guess it should be clear to you guys by now, after all these years, that I'm just not probably gonna make another Cult of Personality episode. But if I do make a Cult of Personality episode, you guys need to be, I need to be very clear on this. It will probably not be in video format. It will be either in comic or pictures, or maybe I'll just talk about it, you know, episode 6 all the way to episode 10. I'll just talk about it to let you guys know how the story ends, so that, you know, at least some closure will come to the series instead of just it being cancelled completely. I'll probably also talk about why I chose to, you know, stop making Cult of Personality. I mean, it has more to do than just my lack of interest, and it has a lot to do with the TF2 community actually. As for What Lie, if I choose to talk about it, it might be more of a behind the scenes stuff, because I think I mentioned in a previous video that it used to be multiple choice, stuff like that, multiple endings, and the ending, then how the series will go is based on the choice that you make on the annotations at the end of each video. I might talk about it. I will probably even reveal how the other endings will go. And yes, there is an ending that Alice survives. I just decided to pick the ones where Alice dies is because the path seems a lot more interesting to me, and I think you guys can agree that the storyline actually goes in a direction that none of you ever expected. On a side note, I've also been experimenting on other of my interests, because my storytelling passion needs to go somewhere if I'm not gonna animate. Just to share with you guys, I'm working on a novel, a fiction novel, of an original series, original universe, completely new, original characters. And yeah, I'm working on a novel, and I might publish it, we'll see. I'm currently at 180 pages so far, and I don't know if this novel will be a success. In fact, I don't think it's even possible to know. But if you guys are interested, I might even talk about it in the future. If you guys actually want to know about the story, just let me know in the comments and I'll just answer. But if you guys are interested in the genre, it's sci-fi fantasy. But despite the genre, the storyline will still be a bit more down to earth, as in it's something that is still relatable even though magic is thrown all over the place. There is starship, there's aliens, and all that absolutely nonsense stuff. But otherwise, that's really it for this video. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. I'll reply to some of them directly if I can. If I cannot, or if I choose not to, I'll probably talk about it in the next video. Just to be clear, this is not my home. Unlike the last time I made a video blog, this is not my home. But other than that, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys stick around for a little bit to actually see how I do with my gaming videos. And if you enjoy watching this video, just hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.